A beautiful Southern California sunny day. We are working here in the shop at Alpine Motors today. We have a lot of cars moving around. We have a lot of things going on. We are testing out the idea of doing some lives. Maybe you guys want to see what we do on a Sunday. So we're going to be putting the Cobra up in the air, doing a clean, getting it ready for transport. And then Jake is busy cleaning up the shop and working around inside the shop. And overall, just kind of a very busy, very I don't know, eclectic day of work, I guess is a good way to say it. And then we also have two cars. We're moving one car out of here, which is, of course, the Cobra, bringing down two other cars to fill in the shop. So you're going to see a little bit of a rotation today of vehicles, but let's get started. You guys are welcome to ask questions if you would like, or, if you have thoughts or comments, anything you might want to say or share. And we'll just set this thing up and let it run. And then we'll come check and see what kind of comments we get. All right. Do we have one that can mount sideways? See if we can. All right. So the Cobra is in pretty good shape. We've got some cleaning. It's got quite dirty since we've been driving it around. So we'll get it cleaned up, and then we're going to set the camera on a tripod so that we can. That one have a sideways on it. There we go. I don't know if that'll work. Here, you want to?
Yeah, that's the only way you can go sideways.
We need one that has it on here.
Oh.
Let's see. Let me see what I can find. Let's try this. Maybe. Something like that.
Yeah, sure.
All right, we're going to put the camera in some sort of a holder here. We'll figure it out. We thought we had this figured out, but no. Nothing ever goes as planned.
Oh, so you want it in TikTok format?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the way we're shooting right now. There we go. if that'll stay there. All right, let's get the Cobra up in the air, and we'll get cleaning underneath it.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Sounds good.
Okay. And then, Jake, I think you're working in the corner over there. And then we'll just see who comes and joins us. And all right, let's put the Cobra up. So we use a 110 lift. We're just going to put the Cobra up in the air, get underneath it, and just make sure everything's clean, sanitary, and ready to go. So if you guys have any questions, definitely.
Oh, yeah, 5 people.
I got a couple here. Let's see. So we got Luca. Luca, hey, how's it going, man? That is an AC Cobra. It is from Kirkham Motorsports. It has one of the most radical engines that we've ever had in the shop. It has a 520 cubic inch race car motor. It is insane. And we've been throwing this thing around a little bit. Hopefully you guys can hear us okay. Yeah, this thing's insane. And it when you drive it, it's like driving a street race car, but just so much fun because you can break it loose and throw it around. It is really cool. If you guys want, I will take the camera off of the tripod, and we'll go underneath the car so you can check it out. All right, one more. There we go.
Yeah, he says he wants to take a look.
Oh, do you? All right, let's do it. Let me get the. Jake will get you guys off of the tripod, and I'll hook up some lights for you. We'll take a look underneath. All right, Jake, you want to follow me around, and we'll show them what we got underneath here. So, all aluminum car, completely handmade. It's factory in Poland that makes these cars. It is so specific to Shelby's specs that Shelby was actually buying their chassis and bodies from Kirkham at one point. So very true to the AC Cobra. But if you go underneath here and you look, it has full billet aluminum A-arm suspension with coilovers that are completely adjustable. And then, of course, sway bar, and then this really cool, heavy tubular chassis. They make this in stainless steel, but I actually prefer the mild steel chassis over the stainless steel chassis. And this one is really, really well done. We've done a lot of the Factory 5 cars, and this car just is so much cooler than the Factory 5 cars. I love Factory 5, don't get me wrong. Just this one's so much stronger and so much better built. And then it's got a Tremec transmission in it, which we did a little video on Tremec because a lot of people have difficulty, oh my goodness, have difficulty driving Tremecs because you don't have to hunt for the gears. The gears are very easy to get into. And so if you check out our shorts, you'll see a little video in our shorts about how to shift a Tremec transmission. But it is a 5-speed transmission, and then it's got a little tiny short drive shaft in the back. We'll show you that. It's super short. So you'll see it's got this little tiny short drive shaft. It's only about 13 inches long, and then a safety hoop on it. But very cool setup. And then it has an Auburn positive traction rear end, and then it has differential yokes in it. Come in here and show them this, Jake. So it has these short axles, and then it actually has like a drive shaft yoke on it. So instead of a constant velocity joint like a CV, like a Honda or anything would have, or a Porsche, it's actually a yoke that can handle the horsepower. So really well engineered cars, very well designed. And then all these billet arms in the rear, and these billet supports for the stainless steel gas tank. Very cool. But overall, just a very well engineered, fun car to drive. We have a blast with these things. We love AC Cobras, but the Kirkham cars just are a whole different animal. This car, we just sold it on Bring a Trailer for $190,000. So if you look at some of our past videos, we did a bunch of walk-arounds and driving videos, things like that. Just very fun car. So we're gonna get it ready for transport today. So I'm just gonna wipe everything down underneath, make sure it's perfect, make sure we didn't miss anything, and then we'll take it off the rack, take it upstairs, and then we're gonna put a car cover on it. It'll be ready for transport next week or the week after. But just a wonderfully well-built car. Any questions so far?
No, so far. Thank you, Craig. What's up to you as well? Hope you're doing well. The AC Cobra is definitely one of the most beautiful cars I've ever seen. So
Yeah.
definitely enjoy every second we had with this thing.
Yeah, and we did just get another car. It's not quite as exciting as the Cobra, but it is a very cool car. So we just dropped a video today. If you guys go check it out, you can actually win a hat. So we've got some hats, and then we've got some t-shirts. So we're gonna pick a couple of people. So if you guys haven't subscribed, definitely subscribe, and then go in there and leave a comment. Just pick what kind of car you think it is that we sold, that we consigned. It won't be an AC Cobra. I'll give you a hint, but it's a car that we've had come through the shop several times. We've done a lot of them. But if you guys want to win a hat and a t-shirt, do that, and then I'll DM you, and we'll get you sent off some swag. So I think the video, Jake, I think the video loaded today, didn't it?
Yeah, just about like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, so go look for it. It's kind of a guess as to what we got. You'll see it. And then that one, we're going to go through the whole process. So like this car, we went through, we checked every single nut bolt, we marked everything so we knew everything was tight, it was the way it was supposed to be, anything needed to be addressed, we addressed. We'll do that same thing. So we're gonna go through the whole process with you guys. So even like this red car, so the red Minotti Ford, we're almost done with it, but it had a lot of little things that it needed, and we didn't capture that on video. So we're going to be doing that going forward, so you guys can follow our whole process of how things go. And hopefully, if you want to get into the business, you'll learn how to look for deals, how to pick a good car, how to get it ready, and then how to sell it. But this thing's pretty cool. It has a big block 502 in it. We could probably do a cold start if people want to see a cold start on it.
Yeah, definitely light up the comment section if you guys want to see a cold start of this beautiful Minati hot rod. But
And then outside, we have the 32 Ford that we just finished. And Jake, I think you just loaded a video on the detail work you were doing on it.
mm-hmm.
So the 32 is pretty cool. It's got an LS1 motor, and then all custom leather interior, rumble seat, complete under custom frame, everything. It's really a neat car.
What's up to everyone that's joining the live? Thank you guys for joining us. We're just going through the shop here and checking out all the cars we got, and we might throw up and get this thing started here for you guys in a second. But let me know if you guys have any questions or any comments, concerns. I'm just enjoying a Sunday night here down at the shop, or Sunday afternoon on the shop. Got this nice one over here too. It was a Bronco, actually. That's a first generation 19.
Oh, the 70?
Yeah.
Yeah, show it to them.
So this is a Bronco back here. We took this one on a drive earlier today, actually.
Yeah, we'll be doing a video on it. So it's a 1970 Ford Bronco 302, brand new transmission, really nice. It's got a full roll cage in it. We're getting it ready to sell, but very well done build. And it does have a fiberglass hood on it. And, you know, I've been building for 30 years, and, you know, my hope is you guys might get some, you know, ideas of cars that you like, or you may have questions for us and we can help you. But this is the kind of stuff we really enjoy doing, are these classics. But we do get a lot of exotics, Lamborghinis, Ferraris, things like that, which are very cool as well. But these cars tend to be more affordable and a little easier for you guys to obtain. So we like to be able to share them with you. This hood's stuck. That's interesting.
Never seen this stuff.
There it goes.
Cool.
It's just warm. There we go. So it's got a nice 302 in it with a 4-barrel carburetor, power brakes. Just a very clean, sanitary, fun, really fun vehicle to drive. And of course, these things, when you get them on the road, everybody likes them. So you get a lot of thumbs up and a lot of people checking it out. But it's got a gorgeous black paint job on it. We wiped it down this morning, but we didn't really wipe it down as good as we should have. But it is really a neat car. And this one goes up for sale next week. So we just finished getting everything dialed in. It's got HID headlights, billet trim everywhere. Everything from front to back's been gone through. New motor, new transmission. Interior is really nice, very pristine. All the chrome's in really nice shape. It's a great vehicle. But these are a good example. If you can find one that is in relatively good condition, they sell really well, and they're usually in the $80,000 to $90,000 range, and you can work on them because a lot of the parts are available, so they're very readily available. Where the 34 Ford is a little harder because the parts are very unique, and so they're not as many reproduction parts for cars like that. But we do have a series we're going to do on the Mini Cooper. This is a car that we picked up. It was a wrecked car. We only spent about $1,000 on it. Runs great, really fun little car. And so we took all the wrecked parts off of it, went to the junkyard, spent about $300 on parts, and put this thing back together. It only has 60,000 miles. It's a manual transmission, just a fun car. But we have a really cool surprise that at the very end we're going to do some customization on it and do something really over the top. So we're going to finish that YouTube series and get it up. But unfortunately, other projects in the shop take priority for right now. But, like the 70 Bronco.
Lots of cool stuff. Lots of cool stuff.
Yeah. Should we show them the Jeep?
Oh yeah, the wheelies.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys are interested in that old 1952 Jeep Willys. It is actually an original military Jeep. It's pretty cool. And it was originally a reconnaissance Jeep for an armored tank division. So it has the old 24-volt radio still in it. and it's just fun to drive around town. And then I wanted to make a cool scabbard for a machine gun. So everything I couldn't find anything I liked. So I made this one out of a couple of different versions, and then put a little Thompson submachine gun in it and flipped it upside down so that you could actually see it when you go to a car show, things like that. Rebuilt the transmission, and then it's completely original military motor with all the fording valves. So you pull a handle inside, it shuts these valves, and then the motor can have a snorkel and it can go underwater pretty much to the top of the hood, which is kind of cool. So remember, it was, you know, this is one of those things that it only goes about 55 miles an hour, so you drive around town and have a lot of fun with it. But every single place this thing goes, everybody wants to know about it. Everybody wants to check it out. They're really cool, and people really appreciate them. So
Definitely a one of a kind for sure.
yeah. So we're gonna start doing some cleaning and some work under the Cobra. You guys can just ask questions as you like, and we'll answer as much as we can. I'm gonna put on my work apron here.
We love this side exhaust. I think this is my favorite part right here.
Yeah. Hey, we were gonna do a cold start if you guys wanted of the red car. You guys want
Oh yeah,
us
yeah.
to do that?
Yeah, let's do a cold start on that one real quick. I think
Okay.
they were asking to do that.
All right, let's do that real quick.
So we got this Minotti over here. We have not started it today, so we'll give you
Start in
guys
a couple days actually.
a couple days. Yeah.
Yeah. So completely cold. I'm gonna put the hood down just so it doesn't slam shut when we start it. It is electric, so no door handles at all. There's a button underneath or a button in the dash or a remote control. You just push a button, door opens up. And
Take
then
us in.
it's got a completely digital dash in it, so I'll turn it on and let it prime for a second. You'll hear the fuel prime. Then we'll give it a couple pumps of the throttle. It should fire right off. Got a 502, kind of a wicked little cam in it. Running a little rich because the choke is on. Very fun car.
Check it out. Super cool dash. We're working on the side panels right now to get those added in there, which they're over there.
Oh, kick pedals?
Yeah.
Tell them we're working on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll have them back in today.
That one is a beauty for sure.
Yeah, the 502 in this thing is insane. It's a ton of torque in a car that only weighs maybe just under 3,000 pounds. So it is a lot of fun to drive. But then if you look at it, it's got this great wheel and tire combo on it. So nice big 20-inch wheel, and then a nice 245 tire. So similar to a Corvette width and nice profile. So this thing just grabs. It's like driving a little race car on the street. It's a lot of fun.
Someone just said it looks like a ZZ Top car.
It is very similar to the ZZ Top car. Yeah, it'd be a 3-window coupe, just like the ZZ Top car. But the ZZ Top car is more of a 34 style than a 37. But yeah, very
Yes.
close.
Yeah, definitely very close.
Yeah, yeah. And then this is just LS. The trick with this thing is with the LS motor, it just goes. I mean, it's not as raspy as the Ford is, the 502. But it's nice, and it's just fuel injected, so it always starts.
Nice and quiet.
Yeah.
Not as loud as the other one, but
No, and this one is like the other full race or full hot rod suspension underneath it. So you drive it, it's just like driving a modern day car with a really cool old style to it. And of course, who can argue with the coolness of suicide doors?
right.
I mean, that just makes this thing. But the 5-window Fords have always been one of my favorites. I've had, I don't know, probably about a dozen of them. We've had, I would say, close to 30 of them come through the shop. Every single one of them is different. Every single one of them has their own personality. This one is the best of the driver style, so where you can just take it out, cruise it, have fun with it. I think we have a video with a little roller in it. A couple
We do,
other
yeah.
videos. Yeah, we'll do more on this one as we kind of put it together. But it came to us as a nice build. It just needed some mechanical and some dress up to really get it dialed in versus the red car, and the Cobra was pretty dialed in as well.
Yeah.
But
It's dialed in pretty well now, though. It's
yeah.
yeah, it's looking really
oh yeah, the
nice.
34 is done.
Yeah.
It's a gorgeous car. So this thing, you know, if you guys want to see it run, watch our videos. It is pretty crazy how fast this thing is, and it's wicked sounding.
Yeah, we got some good videos, so definitely check out the YouTube and give us a subscribe, like, comment. Check out all the videos we have on all these cars. So it is really amazing.
Let me wipe it down real quick, and then we'll do a cold start on it. If anybody wants to stick around.
Yeah, well, we have to move the car anyways. So if you guys stick around long enough, you'll see us start up this Shelby. Beautiful Cobra. Okay, so we wanted to clean underneath.
Yeah, I'm gonna wipe it down real quick.
Uh-huh.
There's a couple little, because we're driving it for all the videos. So it's a matter of kind of wiping it down and making it look good.
You see this?
Yeah. All right. So we'll get kind of boring here for a minute while we wipe it down, but then we'll put it down and do a cold start on it for you guys.
The Cobra is a polished body, and it's actually made in a MIG factory in Poland. So it's definitely one of a kind for sure.
We got some dirt down here driving it around.
Yeah, well, we only got to put a couple miles on it. We didn't go too far.
Yeah. Your
But
mother's gonna love this car.
oh yeah, yeah. We sold this one for $190,000 on Bring a Trailer just I think last weekend, right?
Yep, last Saturday.
Last Saturday. So check out the YouTube because we did a bunch of videos on this car on how we made it as perfect as we can before we pass it on to the next seller or next buyer. I'm sorry.
All right, something good under here. We'll put it down and do a cold start for you guys if you want to stick around for a minute.
Yeah, we got about 30 people in here, so yeah. Let's
All right. This. Do this. All right, clear. Sure, grab that yellow rag.
This one.
Yeah. Thank you. So we'll open the hood, we'll show them the motor.
Oh yeah, all the good stuff. You were using this rag for this?
Yes.
So we'll put it on the top. So
Yeah, that'll be for the body.
Yeah. So it's polished aluminum, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, not metal. It's polished aluminum.
So not steel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super lightweight.
Yeah.
Super,
but it is
super.
a lot thicker than the original Shelby's were. So an original Shelby, we've had a few of them. They are in the now couple $1 million range. If when we're working on them, we have a special pad that we put on the fenders, because an original Shelby, if you just lean on the body panel, it'll create a wave in it. And so you have to be super, super careful. These are a little bit harder. They're an aluminum alloy, so they're all individual pieces. They make them and then they stitch them together. So if you look, for example, here in the front, you'll notice there's kind of a little change in the coloring.
I think right here might be good.
Well, you can't see it there. It's right here. So let me get a light. Hang on, we'll show them. There we go. So if you look right here, there's a little change in the coloring right there. So this side's kind of a brighter color than this side. That's because they used two different panels and stitched them together. And they usually don't polish this out the same as they do the side panels, because this is going to take a lot of the road rash and the, pull back a little bit, a lot of the road rash and the rocks, things like that. So they purposely leave this a little bit different than that. But that's, as the body panels come together, they're independent handmade pieces, but they are thicker than a normal Shelby. So we'll show you the motor. So there's the 520 cubic inch racing motor. So this Patrick Blair built this motor, and then it has a full fuel injection independent throttle body system on it. Just a very cool. The dyno sheet on this is somewhere around 800 horsepower. So think about a car with 800 horsepower, manual 5-speed, and it only weighs less than 2,000 pounds. So it's probably about 2,600 pounds. So this is hands down the fastest car we've ever had in the shop. This beats the Lamborghini Huracan SVO that we've had, or STO that we had. It's faster than that car, and it is definitely on the freeway at about 70 miles an hour. You can downshift it and it'll break the tires loose. I mean, it is just an incredible beast to drive and a hell of a lot of fun. So
yeah, most definitely is.
New owner's gonna love this car.
So if you guys haven't checked out our YouTube just yet, make sure to give us a like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys want to see more content like this, this is definitely one of a kind vehicle, and I wish we could have kept this thing for longer, honestly.
Yeah.
But it's time for its new owner, so just getting the last little details done on it. We'll vacuum up the carpet and get it all nice and pretty.
And just cold start.
Yeah, you guys ready for a cold start? Go ahead, drop a comment down there first to see. I want to make sure everybody wants to see it first. And who doesn't? Who doesn't want to see a cold start of this thing?
So I'm gonna turn it on, let it prime. So you see the fuel pressure comes all the way up. We've got good fuel pressure. Everything looks good. It's gonna take a minute to start, but we'll go ahead and crank it over here. And it should start now. RPM, oil pressure is nice and strong, water temperature is cold, of course.
you almost blew the envelope out of my hand with that rev.
That wasn't even a rev. That was a little baby rev.
That was a small tap on the gas.
Yeah.
So, all right, what's next?
I think we're gonna start getting everything ready to transport. So we're gonna get everything in the trunk ready, and then we'll do a wipe down, pull it off the rack, and start moving cars around.
Cool.
So you guys are welcome to hang out. We'll just be working here. You know, part of this is to show you what a day in the life in the shop looks like, but then also give you guys a chance to get familiar with us and maybe ask some questions.
Yeah, definitely. Ask any questions you guys have. I'll relay them to John over there. We'll just be walking around, cleaning up this thing. But
And a big part of, you know, the dealership is we've been building cars for 30 years, and there are a lot of great cars like this that just need some things addressed and dialed in. And so we're able to help the owners get these cars ready, get them advertised, and get them sold. And then, of course, we get to appreciate them while they're here, which is a lot of fun. So,
I think the best part.
yeah, definitely my favorite part. So for this client, because this body's so, you know, it's aluminum, you really got to stay on the upkeep. We're going to give them a bunch of these microfiber towels that we like to use, and we like the ones from Costco. They work really well, but I'm just trying to get everything dialed in for them so that when they get it, everything's the way that it needs to be. And then we've got some spare parts. Show them the lead hammer. So
you know, I think we also forgot to mention it runs on 110 racing fuel.
It does right on
Yeah.
110 octane fuel. Here, go ahead and grab the camera real quick. We'll show them how these things work.
So it's for the knockoff wheels.
Yeah, so these wheels are a knockoff style wheel. So instead of lug nuts, it has a large spinner like this, and you knock it with a hammer to lock it down. I'll put a rag over this before I knock it fully, and then there's a safety pin back here that you push in to take it off. So it can't back off because that safety pin keeps it from coming all the way off, but makes it for racing purposes really easy to quickly remove your wheel, swap your wheel. And back in the day, this is the way all the AC Cobras were. And then on the inside, there's actually 5 pins that line up where the lug nuts would be that help with any rotational force. So it's really a secure system, even though it seems like it would be kind of scary, like this thing could spin off when you're driving. But we like them. We've done a lot of Triumph TR 250 cars that have a knockoff style wheel, and so we're very familiar with it. And you can see the lead hammer has been used quite a few times, but use lead because the lead will take the impact versus the bill of aluminum, so you don't destroy your knockoff. You destroy the hammer because the hammer is replaceable. You don't want to be replacing your knockoffs all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So
pretty well thought out for Ford.
Yeah,
and the AC Cobra.
You know, and that's an old racing thing. It's been around for a long time, and of course Shelby incorporated it in their cars. But so we're gonna put everything in the trunk for this guy. So we got spare spark plugs, oil filter, all kinds of parts for him. So when he gets it, he won't have to worry about everything. That's one of the things we like to do, is if there's anything unique with the car, try and include that so the new owner doesn't have to worry about it. They know exactly what they need. Then we give them a full sheet of everything on the car that's unique. A lot of these custom cars, you know, the items like this are very specific to the car, so you want to make sure that they don't have any trouble and they know exactly what they need. So
we picked up a subscriber from the live stream so far.
Thank you guys, really appreciate it. We are very new to this, and you know, we feel like what we're doing is a lot of fun, and we want to encourage you guys to get into it, and hopefully this will help you. We are going to be going to SEMA this year. And
oh yes.
SEMA is for most people, it's kind of the quintessential giant car show in Las Vegas, and it's all the manufacturers of aftermarket parts in the automotive industry come to this event in Las Vegas. But there are also the most incredible built cars. So we're going to be doing a lot of streaming from there and a lot of video. So, you know, if you guys enjoy this, If you follow, you'll get a chance to see all that stuff, and we'll give you some behind the scenes. We'll also talk about how you can go, because it used to be only people in the industry could go, but now you guys are totally able to go, and we'll talk about what that looks like, how to go, and what you should go look at first, because really it's massive. We walked the whole thing in a week.
And still didn't see everything.
And we still don't see everything. So hopefully you guys can go and check it out, and we'll give you some ideas on what to check out and what to look for, because it's very easy to get lost at that show and miss things that you wanted to see. So we're hoping to give you guys some insights on that. This guy, we got him there's a hat for the car and some old material about advertising for Kirkham. And then one cool thing that I had, I'll show this, they might be interested in this. So, go ahead and take the camera off real quick. So this is an original, when these first came out, kind of a advertising piece that was given to the press. And so I have that for him. But then I had this, which is an original Shelby AC Cobra document that talks about the Cobra, the dimensions, things like that. It's a little advertising packet. They make reproductions of these online. So if you've ever wanted to get one, or you think it's kind of cool, you can actually buy one. And you know, if you have a Cobra, or if you love them.
Did you find it on eBay?
Yeah, I think there's a guy on eBay selling them.
Okay.
Yeah, I've had mine for a really long time, but this seems like the perfect car to share it with. So,
Oh, most definitely.
any other questions so far?
No, nothing yet.
Okay.
So we're down to about 15 viewers.
Okay,
I think our max was 35.
that's excellent.
Yeah, no, it's great. I love it. Great for the first time on the live.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're gonna get this thing off the rack.
We're gonna clean it first. We got quite a bit to do before we get off the rack. So coming soon, though.
Yep.
It's too bad live doesn't have a way for you to tell people what's happening, so you can let them know, oh, car's coming off the rack. Start up and moving.
I think that's what the camera's for.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. You want to swing around the back here and you can show them what I'm doing in the trunk?
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I don't think we showed them the signatures in the rear as well.
Yeah, you can show them that.
Yeah. So when this car was built in Poland, right, in that MIG factory.
Actually, so when it was built here in the U.S., so Kirkham's
Oh,
a US
okay.
company.
Mm-hmm.
So the body is built in Poland, and then it's assembled in
And
the
it's
U.S.
assembled in the U.S. Okay.
And so all the guys that built this car signed the trunk for the owner. And what's funny is we put some videos on YouTube, and both David, who's right there, his nickname is Sandwich, he reached out and said, hey, I know that car. I have some history with it. And so he shared, and then I think it was Francisco or Manuel, either one of them reached out and said, hey, I was one of the guys that polished the body on this car. So it's kind of cool to see that these guys remember the car and that they're sharing their experience with it, because, you know, of course, a lot of care and love went into building this car.
Mm-hmm.
But it's neat to see the signatures, because I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Yeah. Oh no. Well, and then to have the people comment too, saying, "Oh yeah, I remember that car." I think that's pretty cool, honestly.
Yeah. So we're giving the owner a couple different things. So we've got the oil, specific oil filter for this motor, and then the spark plugs that you use. And then two different kinds of polishes, never dull and then flitz. So never dull you use first, and then flitz you finish it off. So that way he can maintain the body. We're also giving him a couple of these 5,000 grit pads. So if he ever gets a little scuff or a scratch, he can use this first, just like color sanding a car, and then just polish it out the rest of the way. And then we set it up with a battery tender so that the battery stays charged all the time. So we're gonna put that in here for him. And then the car uses 1550 Maxim Racing oil. So we've got a little pint here for them, or quart. Yeah, quart.
15
Things like this make it nice so that when the buyer gets the car, you know, they're not wondering, what should I be using? Should I be using the synthetic? What should I be using? We give them what's in the car, and that way they don't have to worry about trying to figure it out. So just a little thing, you know, being a builder and appreciating these cars as much as we do, those are the things that I would want somebody to do. So we try to emulate that.
And so Craig just mentioned that he has more success with lives than I do posting videos. He also gives you a chance to talk with subscribers, which is, I honestly, that's why I wanted to try this live stuff.
Yeah.
To see if we can, you know, talk to our subscribers one-on-one about our videos.
Yeah, it's a great point.
Mm-hmm.
Craig, thank you, man. That's
yes,
great.
no, thank you, Craig.
All right, so this is going to be like a little care package for the buyer. So we're going to lock this up, put it in the trunk. Now this buyer is actually going to come to the shop and pick up the car. So we're going to get to meet him. A lot of times the cars leave with a transport and we don't get a chance to talk to the owners. We hear from them once they receive it and make sure everything is you know, exactly as they expected and they're happy with what we've done. But in this case, the owner is going to actually come and pick it up from us, which will be great. We're really excited to meet him. And it is going to Florida. So right now it's in San Diego.
I was going to say, I don't know if you want to mention that, but yeah, Florida is going to be a long drive for him.
Yeah, so he bought a trailer, a car trailer, and he's going to be transporting this himself from California all the way out to Florida. And then of course the car will be there in Florida from then on. But this will be a lot of fun in Florida.
Oh,
this
yeah.
will be a great car out there.
I'd love to see it on Daytona Speedway.
Yeah, that would be cool. So, all right, I think I got most everything in the trunk. I need to just double check my list.
That's all right.
I think that's most everything.
Do you want me to start just wiping the car down?
Yeah, let's wipe it down, and then we'll get ready to pull off the rack.
Do I need just 2 separate racks, right?
Yeah, go ahead and grab a new clean yellow tag, all right? And I'll follow you. You can go along, and then I'll follow you. We'll just wipe it down. So, what we're using to clean this car, actually this isn't the right bottle. I need the other.
Yeah, the pink one, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or if we can find it. Have you seen it anywhere?
Mm-mm.
Okay. This one's the cleaner you mixed up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, it might be in the trunk of the 34.
Oh, I think you're right. I think we are.
Or we were using it in one of the cars. What were we using it in?
Was it the Bronco?
Maybe it was the Bronco, yeah.
Is it in the center console?
It might be. Or, yeah, center console. That's right, yes. So a lot of times we'll use Instant Detailer from McGuire's. It's a good product. Works really well. In this case, we're using something a little bit different.
So is there like a makeshift or
no, this stuff's like, let's see, it's called Wipeout.
Mm-hmm.
And so it works really, really well. I'll do a section back here so you guys can see it. Let me tilt the camera down just a tiny bit for you. There you go. Hey, look, you guys can see yourselves in the reflection right there. All right, so you start out by just misting it on. And of course, aluminum, you don't want to scratch it. And then a clean cloth. And you just kind of wipe down any of the bad spots. And you can see we've got a little bit of bug droppings right there. So we'll put a little extra on that. And just give that a little extra attention.
Mm-hmm.
Gently let it sit there for a few minutes. But everything pretty much just comes right off. What we're trying to do is the first pass is just getting any light dust off. You can see that's what was on it just from the videos we've been shooting.
And it looks clean, but
yeah,
all that dirt comes off really well.
Yeah, and then the second one is just a pass with another clean towel to get everything off.
Mm-hmm.
We'll work on that spot right there. We'll just let it soak a little bit. It should come off. So that's the process. It's pretty straightforward. The trick though is to just get that dirt off first, very gently. I'll show you how that one looks. So there's that section there. And then once it's nice and clean, I usually give it a little bit more, just a light mist, and then wipe it down. So care isn't too bad, and then you just have to stay on top of it. But the aluminum, it's an alloy, so it's not, like I said, as soft as a normal Shelby would be.
Do you want to tell them why a car cover would maybe be one of the worst things to put on this thing?
Well, a car cover inside would be fine.
Yeah.
A car cover outside would be bad. And so any dirt that gets on the car cover like this, you know, then as the car cover, the wind blows it, it's just agitating it and it's scratching it up. We had a black, beautiful black 1955 Bel Air that we did recently. We completely repolished the paint on it because it had been in Utah with a car cover on it. And with the wind and the dirt, it had just completely scratched the entire body and looked like scratch marks in the body. And so we repolished it and detailed it out. It came out phenomenal. But car cover on this, if it's inside and you're putting it on very carefully, it's fine. You know, as long as it's not getting moved around or blown around. But outside in the elements, it would just scratch this thing up terribly.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Just give you a second here. Don't say anything.
We can talk about that. So Jake was just saying, you know, we went live a little while ago. We had some great, I think at one point we had, you know, quite a few people join us. Our intent is to share content that you guys enjoy. And so we're going to knock off. We'll probably do a short little video of how the day turned out so you guys can check that in our shorts.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, definitely thank you for coming around, checking us out. We're Alpine Motors. My name is John, this is Jake, and you know, we hope that you guys enjoy our content. We're going to try and keep making it fun and enjoyable and share our passion for cars with you guys. So anyway, thanks for joining us. We're going to sign off, but Jake, anything you want to say?
No, just thank you to all of the new subscribers that came to the channel and viewed and commented on today's live as well. It was our first time doing this live, so we just want to get our feel, you know, get our feet wet and kind of understand how it works, and it was really enjoyable. So thank you to everyone that commented and everyone that joined as well. So.
And don't forget to comment on our latest video so you can win a hat or a
Oh,
shirt
yes.
or something.
Yes. Our new video just came out today around, 11 o'clock. And so we're doing a little challenge. If you can guess our new consignment, just throw it in the comment section on that video and you'll be added to basically a raffle almost.
Yeah,
you know?
and just add whatever, even wrong answers are going to get chosen.
Yeah.
So throw them in a basket and we'll pick some names out of there of our subscribers. So make sure you check it out, throw a comment in there and subscribe, and you might get a hat or a shirt.
Cool. All right.
All right.
Thank you guys. We will definitely be doing this again. So subscribe and hit a notification bell so you guys are notified when we do this again next time. So awesome.
All right.